Hi, you're moving forward. You're halfway through your journey. Congratulations for the commitment and motivation to get here. I certainly hope you're seeing some improvements in your sleep and your health. Today we're going to discuss the issue of trying to sleep. My advice is simple. Don't try to sleep. Yeah, you heard me right. Don't try to sleep. Okay, so maybe it's simple to say, but a bit confusing, right? Actively trying to sleep is never a good idea. The harder you try to sleep, the harder it is to fall asleep. The problem is you're trying to control something that's outside your reach, outside your direct control. Imagine this scenario. You've had a long day. You look at the clock and realize it's almost midnight. You think, wow, where'd my day go? I need to go to bed. I've got a big meeting tomorrow. You go to bed, lay down, and then think, okay, I've got to fall asleep. Now. Have you ever enjoyed a night like that? Think back on the feelings that emerged. Probably a combination of frustration, anger, anxiety. The harder you try to sleep, the more stress you feel. And as you find yourself staring at the ceiling, those ants start creeping into your mind, telling you that you're in trouble. Tomorrow's gonna be a nightmare. You'll never succeed. Now, let's try to imagine another scene. Imagine you're a surfer and you enjoy riding waves. You're eating breakfast and checking the weather and waves forecast on your phone. You see it's going to be a perfect morning to surf. You gather your equipment and head to your favorite spot. You follow your routine, the same thing you do every time you surf. You're waxing your board and wiggling into your suit. Lastly, you paddle yourself to the perfect place to catch the breaking waves. And wait. Your role was to prepare yourself for an awesome day of surfing. But you have absolutely no control over what happens next. You have no control over when waves actually come. Knowing you've done everything right, you simply have to wait and be ready. Now, imagine how frustrating it would be if you had to try and make waves appear, right? Well, the same exact thing applies to sleep. Just like the surfer, your role is to prepare your mind and body for sleep. Eventually, you'll simply have to let go and wait. Let sleep happen. Today, I'll ask you to challenge your ants. Let go of your self-blame and frustrations from past nights of poor sleep. Remind yourself frustration and self-blame would make sleep difficult for anyone, not just you. Now let's return to imagining yourself in bed. But we're going to add a twist. Remind yourself there's no magic sleep switch that you can force on and off. Acknowledge you followed the steps to prepare for sleep. If your mind wanders, and it might, simply bring your mind back to the point that you followed your plan to prepare for sleep. Eventually, you'll let go and let sleep happen. Remember, it's a habit. Practice what we've learned. It'll take time, but in time it'll be easier to let sleep happen. Keep up the good work. Sleep well.